Hello everyone, there's been a serious mistake by William with Kate Middleton. Moreover, I would say the communication policy of the United Kingdom, or rather the Royal House, with respect to the British press is disastrous. I don't think they are trying to silence or overshadow Kate Middleton because evidently a divorce is approaching. Instead of announcing it, the British Royal House thinks that people will forget about Kate. But if they are not forgetting about Lady Di, who has not been with us for I don't know if 20 or 30 years, how are they going to forget about Kate Middleton who until December 25th? It's true that it's been several months, but people are not going to stop asking about her or loving her. It seems absurd to me. It's true that with King Charles III it took about 4 years to divorce when it was already agreed and planned, and history could repeat itself. But I think we are in another moment in history and I think doing the same would seem absurd. They have been leading a double life for about 5 years, Rose Hanbury and in this case with William. Let's see in relation to this, what news is there? As I said, history repeats itself. I don't know if it will be in the same way, but it is true that there is a love triangle there, just like there was between Lady Di, Camilla Parker and King Charles III. Nowadays in this case, it seems that everything indicates that it would seem the same. Hey, at that time they called the journalists crazy, saying, hey, but what are you talking about? And hey, in the end it happened, it was one princess for another change and that's it. And here it could be a total replacement, that is, that Rose Hanbury overtakes her on the right in this case because William is really in love with Rose and not with Kate. In the end, it would seem to me that they are deceiving themselves. I say the same thing about Queen Letizia and King Felipe, they can try to deceive us, but hey, I'm going to sleep the same whether they are married or not. The ones who really deceive themselves are them, who are the ones who have to lead a life, let's say, of lies. Well, according to Mujer Hoy, the ghost of Rose Hanbury haunts Kate Middleton. Is William repeating his father's sentimental mistakes? Well, nothing would fascinate the global audience more than the realization that children also make their parents' mistakes, which would turn Lady Rose Hanbury, William's alleged lover, into a new Camilla Parker Bowles. I don't believe that a son does the same as the father, I mean, it has nothing to do with it. If my father is unfaithful, I have to be unfaithful, it has nothing to do with it, this is absurd. That in the end depends on upbringing. It's true that William and Harry have had a somewhat complicated upbringing because of that murky relationship their father had with the separation, the divorce, and the death. Obviously, they did not live a family within an idyllic family, yes, as kings or princes and everything you want, but really, from the inside out, we are all equal before life. And if there was a discussion, there was a fight, there was a bad vibe, they grew up with that and that's why we've seen a Harry who was caught younger. Well, he's always been in a lot of trouble, drug issues, alcohol issues, addictions, and we've seen a William who is very unstructured for certain things. For the monarchy very well and everything you want, but always with a skirt mess. Well, let's see what they say around here, why suddenly everyone is publishing news about Lady Rose Hanbury. The question was inevitable given the fantastic amount of content about the Marchioness of John Millais that has flooded the networks throughout the week. Stephen Colbert, one of the most famous hosts of American shows, dedicated a humor monologue to her. All the reserve and discretion with which the British media operate regarding Hanbury blew up in less than 5 minutes. The control that the royal houses exert over the media to filter uncomfortable news is no longer useful. The contents that circulate globally are absolutely uncontrollable. Thus, What is of vital importance for the British establishment becomes a joke on American television and beyond. Notice that the same thing happens here. Here in Catalonia they have mocked, there is no need to even leave the country. They have mocked King Felipe and Queen Letizia, doing a kind of sketch of a joke between actors saying, oh, they are going to find out about this and the other, the papers. Well, come on. We have to now act as if we are okay. No. That's how it is. No, the parodies, no, as they are known. Well, in fact, the case of Lady Rose Hanbury returns again and again to the media because of the suspicion of censorship that surrounds it. And now we see it every time a crisis arises from Kensington Palace, they are going to try to break it. Well, the viral awakening of the figure of Lady Rose Hanbury has to do, of course, with the disastrous photograph of Kate Middleton and her children that Kensington Palace published on Mother's Day. Obviously, the policy they have with respect to communication is not helping either. I think that the British Royal House is making serious mistakes and they are going one after the other. The most curious thing is that, no, they want to try to fix it in a forced march in less than 24 hours, we take another photo and it is almost even worse than the previous one. No. Well, the fourth Sunday of Lent is celebrated in the United Kingdom. The Princess of Wales appears without her wedding ring, which was immediately interpreted as a serious marital crisis. The hypothesis for this symptom of rupture could only be one: the several times announced and never confirmed infidelity of William with the Marchioness of Chnmalay. As we will see, Lady Rose Hanbury has become the recurring nightmare of the future kings determined to resolve their communication crisis as it was done in the last century with silence. The rumors of infidelity with Lady Rose Hanbury do not cease. On February 14, 2023, the British tabloids that published pieces about Lady Rose made them disappear as if by magic. Well, they were talking about a possible romance between Prince William and Rose Hanbury as a result of a blurry photo in which a couple was supposedly seen, the lovers dining, that is. Not only in the disco that, well, it can be interpreted that maybe with the sound they get closer and talk, because you can't hear well, no, very close. He grabbing her by the arm, and it can also be interpreted that there is something more. But well, it's not something that was seen 100%. But it's true that since 2019 there has been talk of this relationship, and they even say that the youngest daughter of our Hanbury would be Prince William's. That would be outrageous, but it's not something that doesn't happen in real life. Well, it wasn't the first time that the name of the Marchioness of Chnmalay came to light. In 2019, Rose was pointed out as the alleged lover of the future king just when Kate Middleton was pregnant with her third child, Louis. That is, the two practically coincided, the son of Kate Middleton and William with the daughter of Rose Hanbury. Again, a photo was brandished as proof in which William was seen in a complicit attitude with the Marchioness at a private party, what I had told you before. In reality, the marriage formed by the Marquises of Chnmalay and the Princes of Wales were friends and neighbours, their properties bordered in the county of Norfolk. Town Hall, the imposing mansion in the style of downtown Abbey of the First, is adjacent to AMN Hall, the Georgian-style house where Kate recovered. Well, the friendship has continued. The eldest son of Lady Ross was one of the pages of the coronation of King Charles III. Watch out for this, but well, that doesn't mean that maybe something is happening internally and not even the Kay herself trusts William's word and tells him no, those are rumors, that's a lie. Well, in the end, she wouldn't be the first famous person, not in this case, that this happens to her, and in fact, she was on the balcony of Buckingham Palace making jokes with George, the heir. This endearing friendship of the two couples, however, does not mean anything. Camilla Parr the Bowes was also in the circle of friendship of Charles and Yana of Wales, a marriage of three as the Miss Dell Lade said on so many occasions, and it's the same, hey. History repeats itself. Why not? By being in the same circle, they coincided. William and Rose have fallen in love, and in the end, well, she replaces one for the other. It could be. It would obviously be a mistake, as it says here. It would be repeating the same mistake as his father, because if he has really been in love with our Hanbury for 5 years or even before making decisions before, and not having had, for example, the last child, Louis, without really wanting him. Look, well, Middleton and our Hanbury physically resemble each other, the tremendous resemblance between Rose and Kate. Friends and apparently twins like the ladies of the pit and mysterious painting of 1600. In fact, MLE Ladies adds more fuel to the fire of this viral and planetary rumor, but instead of annihilating it with a good communication strategy, which is what I say many times. Even if you are going to lie and it is something else what you are going to say, I think that by strategy you can follow certain channels. These paths so that at least always, and when it is not going to be discovered, always, and when it is done well, I think that it could be handled a little better. The thing is not like King Felipe and Queen Letizia. I think they should have said something about Jamie Del Burgo, even if it's a lie. Jamie Del Burgo, even if Queen Letizia has really been with Jamie Del Burgo. I think the fact of denying it would have made the Queen's popularity continue to rise. No. Quite the opposite, it has been trampled in a matter of days. Well, one of the very few people close to the Windsor environment who have spoken about the hypothetical extramarital relationship is Omid Scooby, author of Engage. Inside the royal family and the monarchy fight for survival, and a personal friend of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. He did it precisely in 2023, in the wake of the promotion of his book on Mine Tonight. For legal reasons, I can't talk about a lot of topics. I've been very careful not to mention anything in relation to William, Kate, and their stumble with Rose Hanbury. That is, he confirmed in his book that there was already that rumor. It was not a rumor, but he confirmed that it was a stumble. In this interview, not in the book, in the interview, sorry. It was when he confirmed saying the stumble with Rose Hanbury, that is, he is confirming someone from the environment, a friend of William, that he was with her. No. What he could add, and that is really interesting, is that Kensington Palace feared that a story of this kind would damage and repeat the reputation of William. That's why they maximized the leaks about the Dukes of Sussex, who were then plotting their departure to the United States to divert attention. There was a certain willingness to throw Harry to the lions to make that story disappear forever, according to Scobie's version. The appearance of those rumors of infidelity in 2019 made William and Kate strengthen their relationship to the point of committing to forming a real team with a lifetime commitment. A few months ago, Us Weekly published that a source close to the Princes of Wales described them as more in tune than ever. Happy to have each other and committed to putting the family ahead of everything at all times. Well, here I finish summarizing. Well, the communication policy of the British Royal House is regrettable. I think nothing is being done well. I think decisions could have been made, especially with Kate Middleton, to inform in some way, and if in any case there is going to be a divorce soon and they are wanting to overshadow it. And taking advantage of the fact that she has been operated on to silence her, the truth is that people don't care if she's been a year or two without talking about her and then there's a divorce. It's not going to be less scandalous in 2 years. the divorce then now, it's going to be the same really. That's what I say. No, Lady D, in the end, no matter how many years go by, the people of the United Kingdom still love her, even the youngest ones, when their grandparents, their parents, remind them or give them, well, those experiences that they have of her. Well, they are also echoing what was there, no, in the United Kingdom. Well, my people, a lot, many mistakes, well, a monarchy that is also at a minimum, like the one in Spain and nothing, my people, see you in the next video with more information. Leave your comments, greetings.